Hello.
Hey, so do you have any homework for today or uh
Um, no, but yeah, I don't know.
are you having trouble with anything specifically in class?
I'm gonna try to find something, but I think um, hold on, I'm just closing my some tabs. Um, 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 okay. Uh, we're working on quadratics. Like, like we're like just starting it, kind of. We're just starting like quadratics, but
Are
we
you having
haven't
any
gotten.
are you having any trouble about it with it or
Um, like, oh no, no, no.
you're not okay? Is there anything you're having trouble with in school right now or
No.
okay, cool. So we'll do so you're grade 10, right?
Like we're literally like just starting it. Like we're just starting like what the points are and stuff, and like what's the vertex and stuff. Like we're just starting it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just bring up some stuff. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. So for okay. So which game do you want to do to start?
Let's do. Um, let's just do classic again.
Okay. Join links in the chat.
Enter. Yeah, I know, I saw it.
Sure.
I just did it. Enter. Um, I didn't even have a chance. Like,
So would be here would be when it hits the
0 and
x-axis.
4.
These solutions are when it hits the x-axis.
Okay, order of solutions.
So the solutions are when it hits the x-axis. So just find when it hits the x-axis. Yeah, there you go. That's great. Good job. So y has to be 0. F at x has to be 0.
No idea.
So f at x is 0 when x is -1 and x is 5. Here, where does it hit the y? Where does it hit the x-axis? So it doesn't hit the x-axis at all, so it'd be no real solutions. So where does it hit the y-axis? When is y equal to 0? Yeah, good job. So no real solutions because it doesn't y doesn't equal 0.
Okay.
So x equals 5 and x equals 9 because y would be 0 both. Yeah. So bring the -4 over to the.
Oh.
So what you do is you have to bring the -4 over. And then it becomes +4, so 12 plus 4, 16. You take square root of 16, and that's plus minus 4. So here, what you would do is x squared minus 3 equals -12. X squared
Oh,
equals,
accidentally pressed it.
okay, then plus 3, x squared equals -9. So you can't, so then you'd have to take square root of this, and then square root of this, and square root of negative number is undefined. So it would be no solution. Oh, wait. Oh, it would be no solution. What they did is correct, but it's still no solution. They got the right answer. Like I got the right answer too. Both would have been the same. The right answer, just they screwed up a bit. So
Okay.
here, so what you do here is, what do you think is the first step of this one?
Well, this would be -5 and 5.
No, you'd have to divide both sides between 5, and then it'd be x squared equals 1, and then it would just be because, and
Would it
then
be
what would be the right answer?
x equals -1 and x equals 1?
Yeah, exactly. Correct. So you can write that down.
Okay.
Good job. So then how would you do this one? Divide this by -7.
By -7.
Yeah, and then x squared equals -4.
-4 and 4.
So it would be square root of x squared, square root of -4, square root of -4. So x equals So it would be blue because you can't take square root of a negative number. So I I means square root of -1. So it would just be blue because anything with I in it would be the answer pretty much.
Okay.
So if you take a square root of a negative number, it would have to have I in the answer.
Okay.
It means it's square root of -1. Okay. And then here, did you learn about factoring yet? So you find two numbers that multiply to 1 times -8 and add 2. So what would be two numbers that multiply to -8 and add to 2? -2.
Um, 4.
Oh, so -4 and 2. So then it would be x minus 4, x plus 2. And then when you set that equal to 0, x minus 4 equals 0, x plus 2 equals 0, x equals 4, x equals -2.
Yeah.
And for this one, squared plus 10x minus 21, plus 21 because you bring it over to the left side, it becomes positive. So what are two numbers that multiply to 21 and add to 10?
X squared plus 10x equals -21. X squared plus 10n.
So it would be 7 and 3. They made a mistake on this question. It should be +7. Wait, oh yeah, wait, no, they did. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you're right. So for this one, you do x squared. So you bring that 7x over -7x plus 6 equals 0. So two numbers that multiply to 6 and that multiply to -6 and add to -7. So what are those two numbers? So -6 times -1 is 6, and then -6 plus -1 is -7. So then the x is -6, x minus 1. And then to get the answers, you just flip it. So it would be x equals 6, x equals 1. So it's just the opposite. Yeah. So good job, you got it. It's great. Awesome work. So here of x, bring the 6 over positive. So two numbers that multiply 6, add to 5. So what are those numbers? Oh, so okay, you already plus x plus 2, x plus 3. So it should be x equals -2, so because it's the opposite. It should be that, but they made a mistake here. Yeah. So I think they just made like it's a logical error, but so then to solve this with the quadratic formula, it's x equals -b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So put that in. Negative and negative is positive. It's gonna be blue because you put it in, and then the negative produces an I, and then you divide both by 2, like this one by 2, this one by 2.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the only. Simplify this completely. So square root of 144 is 12. Then you're left with square root of -1, and square root of -1 is I, so it's 12i.
I didn't do that one. I didn't know.
So here to simplify this, square root of -50 is -25 times 2. Then square root of 2. So then square root of 25 is 5. So square root of then you're left with square root of -2, square root of 2. And then 5 square root of 2, square root of 2, and then you can just put the -1 on its own.
Okay.
Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is just 2. And then square root of -1. Square root of -1 is I, so 10i. Simplify completely, so that would just be 5i. So be 5i because we're at a -25. Square root of 25, square root of -1, 5 square root of -1, 5i. Yeah. And then here, square root of 36, square root of 1, square root of 36 is 6, and then I, 6i. Good job. Great work on that one. That's great.
Thank you.
And here, square root of -64 equals square root of 64 times square root of -1. Square root of 64 is 8, so 8i. Square root of 27 is square root of 9 times 3 times square root of 3,
18
square
negative.
root of 9, 3, square root of 1, square root of 9 is 3, square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3, square root of negative 1 is pi, so 9i. Then here, square root of 16.
16 times.
So here would be square root of 16, square root of x4.
64. Oh, I didn't.
Then be square root of 16 is 4, and then square root of x to the 4 is just x squared.
Oh.
Good job. Great work on this. Yeah.
Thank you.
Rob, we'll start on a worksheet.
Okay.
So here, given the quadratic equation, negative 0.5 x squared, what is the value of f at negative 35? So how would you do that?
Are you trying to find the vertex?
No. So what we do here is you take this equation.
Because we didn't do this yet.
Oh, sure.
We didn't do this yet.
Okay. So you just put this in. So put this, that's how you do it. So put this in the calculator and let me know what you get.
We didn't do this.
Oh, you'll get into it soon. But how about we can do what you've done if you want. So have you done 2?
No.
Okay. So what have you done exactly?
Like I said, like we just started this like yesterday. Like we literally like we haven't gone through much. We're only like so. Here, I'm gonna get my stuff out. 1 second. I'm just gonna get my stuff out.
Sure.
We've done key features and vertex form of a quadratic relation. We've done key features of quadratics. Um, we've done, and then yeah, that's it. I think yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay, so for this one, how would you factor this one?
We haven't done that.
Okay, so so factoring is very important. I'll teach you it. You're gonna learn it soon. So what you have to do is uh, so you got to bring everything to one side, and then so you bring the 5 over to the left side, and then becomes negative. So then find two numbers that multiply to -15 and add to -2. So what two numbers will multiply to -15 and add to -2?
Um, 5.
So it'd be -5 and 3.
So,
-5 times 3 is -15. -5 plus 3 is -2. So then you put that in. So now it's so now you put that in. That's fully factored. So let's say you do that one. So yeah, so that's how you do that one. But from your teacher, did your teacher give you any worksheets that we could go through, or
um,
the reason why is because it's every teacher's different, and it's good to know their style, because I'm not exactly sure what their style is. Like, this is the curriculum that I'm teaching you, but I'm not sure what they're
no.
exactly, like if they're straying from the curriculum or whatever.
Okay. Uh, um,
So so for this, how would you do this one?
uh, well, okay.
Can't hear you. Is your internet okay, or
Yeah, I just like, I don't know, and I don't know because I haven't been sitting class yet.
so So what you have to do here is, this is in the form of ANX squared plus BN plus C. So what you have to do is you have to do A times C. So 9 times 36. And what's 9 times 36?
Yeah, guys. I
So it's 324. And then B is 39. So you have to find two numbers that multiply to 324 and add to 39. So try a whole bunch of test numbers. So I'm just gonna try. So 12 would work. So 12 times 39 is oh wait, sorry, 12 times 27 is 324, and then 12 plus 27 is 39. So then you got to put that in, these two numbers in here. And divide by 9. And then what you have to do is you have to take out a 9 here. Then you divide by 9 here. And you're left with that. That's how you do that one. I think because your audio is having challenges, I think we'll try another Blooket game, because just so you can interact, so you can participate. I just want to get something that you can participate in right now with the audio.
okay.
Okay, so I'll do this. I'll just bring this up. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll try Crypto Hack. I like that one best.
Okay. Okay.
So just think the last number, if it's the last number without the x, whatever two numbers multiply to that and add up to the middle number.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna write that on the thing. So so fine. So ax squared bx plus c. Find two numbers that multiply to a times c and add up to b. What are you saying, Lo? Hmm. Hey. How's it going?
Right, it took me so. It's going good. So that took me a minute. I was having some problems with the computer.
It's okay. Do you have any homework from school that you're having trouble with?
Today, we were just doing. Yeah, we had a test yesterday.
Okay.
So we finished kind of everything up today. We didn't really do anything. We did do like finding. Hold on. I forget what it's called. It's kind of the same stuff we were doing last week. We were just wrapping it up. So we were doing like simplifying equations, I think it was.
Okay. So are you having trouble with any of that stuff? Like how was the
Uh,
test?
No, I don't think I am, but I don't think I'm the best with it.
Sure. Do you have the sheets available or um
Let me look. Just grab my bag here. See my name's here. Oh, right. So what we did today. Okay. So we had like patterns, right? And they go up
okay.
by right, and then you'd have to find the formula of how the patterns go up each time, and then you'd have to like there's this box here, and then for each figure there'd be like the number of squares in each thing, and then the rate of change.
Okay.
So like it's kind of
Um,
like
can you help
figure.
me?
Well,
Just give me 1 second, okay?
okay.
Okay, do you so is that where you're starting on this week or
So we started it. I think it was Friday, but we didn't cover that on our test. So I think we're gonna be starting patterns. I think we'll be starting patterns this week.
okay, could you speak up? I can't.
I think we're gonna be covering patterns this week.
Okay.
So, like figuring out the formula of the pattern.
Okay, do you want to work on that worksheet or do you
Yes.
want me to bring up some stuff?
That worksheet that I had was completed.
Oh, did you have any trouble with that worksheet?
No.
Okay. So you're not having trouble with anything right now, right?
Well, no, I wouldn't say it was, but we were doing kind of getting it, but it's just never mind.
Okay. I'll just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna show what I'll bring up some stuff for that.
Oh, and we were also doing, so you'd have a like chart, and then it would give you like a question. For example, one of these is Nisha is just learning how to snowboard. White Mountain charges, or snowboarding place, charges $10 an hour for lessons and $40 for the lift ticket in snowboard rental. You gotta make a table for the values up to 6 hours, and then you gotta make a graph showing like I forgot what they're called. But I understand that, but that's what else we're doing. You have to like plot everything onto a graph.
Okay.
But that's I completely get that.
Okay. Okay, we'll do this. So
Yep.
we'll try this one. I'm just gonna bring it up. Give me one second. So which format do you want to do?
Let's do Candy Quest up there. Do. I don't think we've done this. We haven't done this yet. So,
Sorry.
oh, we haven't done this yet.
Okay. So that you're in grade 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get into this. This is just an introduction. We're just so with so some rules for this is the y-intercept is when x equals 0. So like that's when the y-intercept happens. And then to find slope, you take difference between y divided by difference between x. And then to find equation, it is y equals slope times x plus y-intercept. It's also called y equals mx plus b. So try that. So based on that, just try answering the questions the best you can right now, and then we'll get to a worksheet after this. So the patterning that you're learning, you'll get into this. Yeah, so the patterning feeds into this. Yeah.
So you say x plus y equals intercept. I have this graph and it's there's x, y, and then it goes 3, 0, -3, -6, -9, -12 for the x, and then the y, it's -6, -2, 2, 6, 10, 14. Like, what do I do for those numbers to get the x plus the y? Do I just add them all up?
What's the question?
So it says write the equation for stable. Am I able to share my screen on this? Yes, but you are.
You can share it now. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna stop sharing. So you can share yours.
Okay. Sorry, something's just loading. I have to. My settings won't come up. There it is. Let's try now. Okay, here we go. Can you see?
No, try. Okay, I can think it's So what you have to do for this one, I will do a worksheet after this. So I'll annotate. So what you have to do is, so the y-intercept is -2 because x is 0. So that's part of the equation. And then to find the slope,
0.
to find the slope, you do, so you can do any of these. So I'll try, okay, so I'll instead, good job. Okay, good job. So instead we'll go to the worksheet.
Okay.
So here, that's worksheet. So so what's the rate for the first one? How would you get the slope?
Okay. For the first one, how would I get the slope?
Yeah, this one.
Do I add them or subtract them?
So you subtract them. So you can do, so in this case, you can do 7 minus 3 divided by 1 minus 0. So what would that be? What would be
But
the
what
answer?
what happens to the other 11? And then
Well, because it's constantly going up by the same rate, so you can just pick any set you want.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So rise says rise over run. So rise is y and then run is x. So what's 7 minus 3 divided by 1 minus
4 and then divided by. Sorry, 4 divided by 1. I can think 4.
That's great. Excellent. And then that's great. And then what's the y-intercept?
I don't know.
So it's when x is 0. So what's the y when x is 0?
No, 3.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And then
each of okay, so the y-intercept will always be the number next to the 0.
yeah, exactly. So the
Okay.
equation is in the form y equals mx plus b. So the slope is m. And then the y-intercept is b.
Okay.
So what would be the equation if you have that?
Think here. Would be 4 plus b, which is the y-intercept 3, so it would be 7.
No, so it'd be just y equals 4x plus 3.
Oh yeah, right.
Because m is 4 and then b is 3. So that's the equation. So that's how you do that.
Okay.
And then for the second one, how would you get the slope for the second one?
Okay, so it would be -2 minus -4, then 1 minus 0.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. And then what would that be?
-6 divided by 1, right?
So -2 minus -4, it's the same. So if you do 2 minus, it's a plus. And then what's -2 plus
yeah.
4?
Yeah, okay. So 6 minus 6 divided by 1 equals 6.
No, -2
Wait.
plus 4 is 2.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay. It's okay.
2.
It's okay. And then what's the y-intercept here?
-4.
Yeah, exactly. So -4 is the y-intercept. So what would the equation be?
It would be y equals, I think, um, 2x plus -4.
Yeah, 2x minus 4, yeah. That's great. So you did that, so just clear this and use the next one. So what would you do if you were given the equation already? What would you do to find the y values here?
So we already know that the y-intercept is -2, so it would go -2, so then 6. So go 2, 4, 6, 8, I think, on the y.
So it'd be -2 here. This would be 4. Ten.
Oh, okay.
16, yeah.
Okay, so you have
So
to take the number in front of the x or the slope and then times it by whatever term it is.
yeah, because you have the equation on here and then you just factor it in. And then what's the rate of change?
It's going to be rate of change is you start off by adding 2 each time and jump to adding 6. So oh wait, no, yeah, no, you add 6 each time.
Yeah, and then what's the y-intercept?
Y-intercept is -2.
Yeah. So do that one, that's great. And then for the next one, how would you get the y's for the next one?
Okay, let's see. Start off with um 0 would be 28.
Yeah.
And then 33.
No, it'd be 23 because -5 plus 28 is 23.
Oh, it's Nate. Oh, I couldn't see that. Oh, okay. Sorry.
What about the next one?
No, it's good. Just let me grab something real quick. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So it's -5 times 2 plus 28. Next one's gonna be 18.
Yeah. Then what about the next one?
13.
Yeah. Then what's the rate?
It is subtract 5 each time.
And then what's the y-intercept?
Positive 28.
That's great. Great job. So we'll try we'll go back to the original. How did you find the rate for this one?
Or which one again? It was the. Okay. Let's see. Which one? The one top right or left?
Top right.
Right. Okay. Rate of change will be subtract 2 each time.
Right. Then what's the y-intercept?
30.
Then what's the equation and y equals mx with b?
-2. So it's gonna be. Hold on. Wait. Was it -2x plus 30? Yeah, -2x
Yeah.
plus 30.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna throw something in. We'll graph it too this time. So so try graphing it on your end. So what you have to do, so you have all the information. Just use the table of values. So use these table values.
Okay.
So, and then just try to graph it on your paper, and then let me know when you're done, and then I'll graph it, and we'll see if we get the same thing.
Just go grab a piece of paper here. My book.
So yeah, because you're really good at everything else right now, like you're great at the slope, the y-intercept, the equation. So I'm like, if you can do the graph, then you'll be able to do the whole thing, basically. So,
Okay. Find my book here. I got pen, I think. Shit. Pencil. There we go. So to graph it, you have to. How do you graph? Wait. So how do you graph this though?
so you take the x's here, so it's 0,
Yep.
1, 2, 3, right?
Okay.
And then you take the y's, so 30, 8, 6, 4. So I'll try to put it up here so it's more to scale.
Okay.
So let's extend the y-axis. So here, like that, and then, so what you do is you put the points like this. Whatever points line, yeah, like so 0, 0,30 is here, then
Yeah,
1,28,
did
then
that.
2,26, and then 3,20.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that's how we were doing that.
That's how you graph it. You put arrows at the end because it goes on forever. So that's how you graph it. So
What we're doing right now.
What?
We did some we did
Sorry?
graph. We did some
What?
graph.
what did you say?
We did some of that graphing today.
Oh, cool. Okay. So we'll try.
Yeah.
What?
So never mind.
So we'll try the next one. So what's the rate of the next one?
1 second. Okay. The rate is going to be 6 each time. At 6 each time.
And then what's the y-intercept?
0.
Then what would the equation be?
It would be 6 plus 6x plus 0.
Yeah, exactly. So then try to graph it.
Let's
So let me know when you're done graphing it, and then I'll do it.
Okay, so this is what I got. I mean, I was writing it down from last time, but so it's a bit different because I was writing it down from last time, but it's
Did you get it?
yeah.
So I'll draw it. It looks pretty good from my point of view, but I'll draw it and let me know. I think it looks good, but let me know if you get the same thing.
Okay.
So this is what I got. Did you get this?
Yep.
Excellent. Awesome job up here, right? So then so we'll move on to the next one. So for this one, what's the rate of if you're given this equation, what's the rate of change?
It's gonna be let's see. Add. I think it's gonna be add 5 each time. Hold on.
So if you're given this equation, what would be the rate of change?
Here, oh wait. I don't know. Hold on. Here. Subtract 2 each time.
You add 2 each time, right? Right, based on this 2 here, and then what will be the starting value? What will be the y-intercept?
Sorry, what's the equation again to get
Y equals 2x plus 3.
No, I mean like to find like if you have the equation and you need to find the y numbers. How do you find those again? Forgot the equation. I'll write it down.
So you got to do y equals 2 times 0 plus 3. And do that for every x value.
Oh, okay. So where did I go wrong?
So what would be the y-intercept in that case?
It's gonna be 3.
Yeah, correct. So try doing that. So do that for every x value so you get all the y's and let me know what you get.
Okay. And then 5.
Yeah. And what's the next one?
7. And then 9.
So try graphing that. And then
Okay.
let me know when you're done.
Hold on.
Okay, I'll draw for my I think it looks good. I'm just gonna draw for mine and then tell me if that's it. So see something like this.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, you got it. That's great. Excellent. So yeah, that's great. So let's try the next one. So y equals 3x. What would be the rate of change?
So it's gonna start with 0, and then it's gonna go. It's gonna be probably add 2 each time.
Y equals 3x.
Hold on. Double your number each time. Hold on. Let me think here. Add 3 each time.
Then what would be the starting value?
It's gonna be 0.
And then fill in the table. What would be in the table?
0, 3, 6, 9.
It's great. So try graphing it and then let me know.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks pretty good from my perspective. So 1, 2, 5, 9, 6, 3. So did you get this?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. You really understood this very well. I think we'll do another look at. I'm just
Okay.
gonna so like we'll have a lot of rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Uh, okay, got it. So which one do you want to do this time? Which option?
Oh, let's try the candy quest again.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I love Look It. I discovered it through I taught at Appleby over the summer, and I think
Yeah.
one of the students suggested it to me. Man, like I think they did, and it's been the best platform. It's just been so great. Nothing better than that one. But yeah, it's just been so interactive and great for students. So yeah, I put the link in the chat, and whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, update the link.
Oh, what does inverse mean?
Oh, sorry.
What does the inverse mean?
So you learn about that in grade 11. It's when you switch the x and y and then solve for y. So yeah, it's kind of like if you knew it now, you'd be like an A+ student. Yeah.
Okay.
It's I'll show you like briefly. So like we did, let's say y equals 3x plus 5. You switch the x and y immediately,
Okay.
and then you solve for y. So you bring the 5 over to make it negative 3y, and then divide both sides by 3, and then that's the inverse. So like that's the type of thing, like if you know it now, you're gonna be like an A+ student for sure.
Okay. So
Yeah,
the
that's,
equation 3x plus 5. So then you gotta change the
yeah, you switch. So
the y.
I'll make a sentence explanation for it. So like for inverse functions, you switch x and y and then solve for y. Yeah. So you just use algebra to solve for y.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that's the type of thing, like if you knew it now, like you'd be an A+ student. And then inverse is just the opposite. So like you just switch. So the basic definition of the inverse is inverse means switch x and y. So that's the basic definition. So like inverse, so if it's 1 and 2, the inverse of 1 and 2 is 2 and 1. So you just switch an x and y.
Okay.
Good job, Logan. Awesome work. Wow. Great job, Logan. Excellent work. Yeah, you're really good at this stuff. We'll just do some more of the worksheet,
All right.
but great job. You did very well. So here, so we'll do this part of the worksheet. So identify if the table is linear or not. If it is, write the equation. So is this first one linear?
Yeah.
That's great. So what would the equation be for this one?
N plus 3. I think, yeah.
It's close. So it'd be y equals 3x.
Oh,
No, wait, sorry, it would be y equals 3x plus 4. Because the reason why is because it starts at 4 at 0.
oh,
And it moves up to 3x. Yeah. So that's okay. So what about the second one? Would it be would it be linear or not?
let's see. It would be non-linear.
It'd be linear.
Oh wait, no, linear is right. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers. Linear.
And then what would be the equation for this one?
Y equals 5x plus 10.
So it would be 10x plus 5. So we'd start at 5. And we'll go up by 10 every single instance.
Okay.
So what about the next one? Would it be linear or not linear?
It would be linear.
Linear. So what would be the equation?
Y equals 6x plus 6.
6x plus 12. Because x is 0 at y equals 12.
Sorry, how again?
So it's 6x plus 12 because when x is 0, y is 12. So it'd be y equals 6 times 0 plus 12.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what about this one? Is this linear?
Non-linear.
It's linear.
Oh wait. Oh yeah.
And then what would the equation be for this one?
Equation is y equals negative 4x plus.
It would just be 4x. So y equals 4x.
Oh yeah, 4 times.
Because the y-intercept is 0. Because when x is 0, y is 0. And then it goes up by 4 each time. So just 4x.
Okay.
That's great. So we did that one. So what about the next one? So what about this one? Would this be, what would the equation be for this? Like, would it be linear?
Non-linear.
Yeah, you're right. Correct. That's great. Linear, non-linear, and then what about the next one? What would the next one be?
Linear. Oh, wait, no, hold on.
Let's look at the difference between the y's. Is it linear or non-linear?
Yeah, non-linear. I think.
Excellent. And then what about the next one? Would it be linear or non-linear?
That's linear.
Linear, yeah. And what would be the equation for that one?
Y equals 12x minus 3.
So it would be negative 3x because it's going down by 3 every time. So then, so since the y-intercept is not on this, it's not on this chart, you have to kind of count backwards. So what would it be if you counted backwards?
It would be 0. I think.
It would be plus 18 because at x equals 2, y is 12. So with the slope of -3, you would go backwards. So
Oh, yeah.
so then it would be, so for 1x it would be 15y, and then for 0x it would be 18y. So like so yeah, it would be plus 18.
Okay.
And then what about the next one? What would be the
Uh,
would it be linear?
non-linear.
Correct. And then
Um,
what about the next one?
it's going to be linear.
Linear, yeah, correct. And then what would be the equation for the next one?
Y equals 4x plus
Plus what?
0 or
The 0 is
Four.
correct, but what you have to do is since it's not going up by 1, you do 4 minus. So to get the slope, you got to do since it's not going up by 1, you got to do 4 minus 0, and then
Okay.
divided by 2 minus 0, because you got to do it per 1 x movement. So what would be that? What would be 4 minus 0 divided by 2 minus 0?
It would be 2.
That'd be the slope. So it'd be so the slope would be y equals 2x. Like that'd be the equation. Then what about the next one? Would it be linear?
Yeah, it'd be linear.
Correct. And then what's the equation?
6x minus 10.
So it would be -6x because it's going down by 6. And then you got to find the since there's no 0 here, you got to find, oh wait, it wouldn't be -6x. So you would have to do find the slope. You'd have to find the difference between y and the difference between x. So it'd be 10 minus 4 divided by so -3 minus -1 is slope.
Okay.
So what would that be?
6. -3.
Correct. So you got the slope, and then how would you get the y-intercept when you have the slope?
So oh, -3x.
Yeah, and then what would the y-intercept be?
Oh wait. Minus. I'm confused.
So you gotta find, so you got -3 equals x, -1 equals x, 1 equals x, 3 equals x. There's no 0 equals x in the table values, so you gotta calculate what the y value would be for x equals 0. So how would you do that?
I don't know. Oh, hold on. It goes. How's it go again?
So the slope's -3. So you have, so it'll be between, so -1 and 1, the number between that is 0.
Okay.
So what you have to do is you have to count, you have to take the slope and subtract it from the 4, and then what would be
sorry. -3x minus 2. Right?
-1. No, sorry. So -3x plus 1. Yeah, the slope. because the reason
Oh.
why, because you subtract 3 from the 4 and that'd be 1, right?
Yeah.
And then if you subtract -3 from 1, it'd be just -2.
Oh, okay.
So the equation would be y equals -3x.
Okay.
So so great job. You're very good at this, and you clearly get it very well. I'm just gonna send this to your dad, just in case you want to keep going with it.
Okay.
I'll email this to your dad.
Okay.
But do you have any other questions for tonight? Or
No, that's all.
okay, great. Great work. Yeah, you did so well tonight, and yeah, great work. And if you have any extra time, Logan, if you have any extra time during the week to do the rest of the questions, it's just good practice.
Okay.
But yeah, like you're doing very well with it. But like if you want to finish it off, there's just only a few questions left over. I sent it to your dad.
Okay.
But yeah, good job. And yeah, just keep practicing and you'll keep doing well.
Okay. All right.
So are you good for tonight?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much.
No problem. Great work and awesome job tonight.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.